Tapa. Let's take this word now, tapa. Tapa means fire. It can mean an ascetic devotion, a desire for perfection, burning, a fire which burns impurities, or just simply self-discipline. So why is tapa required? What happens is that in the Vyuthana Chitta, the Chitta full of distractions, the sensory pleasures, the sensory stimuli are continuously distracting and modifying the Chitta. And you need the Tapa, you need this fire to burn these tendencies. Let's understand this a little in detail. Suppose if you are when you are very anxious, or when you are just running around, your breath will be very fast, very jumpy. And if you are in that state and you realize that I'm in that state, so what do? You stop yourself, you stand in one place, or maybe you sit in a place and wait for your breath to slow down and come to its normal state. So which breath is more pleasant? Is the one which is very anxious, that short rapid breathing which is pleasant, or is the calm, deep, slow, rhythmic breathing more pleasant? Obviously the latter, which is a slow and rhythmic breathing. The point here is that to get to that slow rhythmic breathing, you had to stop what you were doing, stop those modifications, stop certain actions to come to this state. And this act requires a certain will. It requires a command from your mind to say stop. And that command, that building that will, is called tapa. This discipline, this practice of bringing that state where the mind says stop, and then by stopping it your chitta calms down, is called tapa. So tapa is that fire which burns these impurities. And tapa has three levels to start with. It is kaik, which is body, vachik, which means speech, and manasik, which is mental. So in body, in speech, and in mind, it operates at three levels. And tapa needs to be sattvic, or illumination. So the three gunas, sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic. Bhagavad Gita gives the three types of tapas. So the sattvic tapa is the one which is done without any consideration, without any merit, without any desire for reaching something. The rajasic tapa is done for getting certain reward or recognition, and the reward could be material or it could be even divine. So that's rajasic tapa. And the tamasic tapa is the one which whatever you do causes suffering to other people. And hence the tapa in Kriya Yoga needs to be sattvic. And when this tapa is done correctly, it stops the senses from tumbling out and reaching out to the gratification which is out there, and starts bringing it inward. So this tapa is what happens to your body and mind in the here and in the now. And this is some kind of physical yoga. So you could even call it the karma yoga, or the yoga of action. So these are the dimensions to tapa. Important is kaik, body, vachik, speech, and manasik, which is mental. So it can operate at all of these three levels, and it requires a certain austerity, a certain discipline to curb the senses which are normally going outside. So that's tapa in Kriya Yoga.